Okay, we got Ken Dye just picked up what I consider the best tooling I've ever worked on in my life. That's 360-degree Christian, we call them the Christian clubs, all CNC milled. And we went through the lofts and lies. Ken, tell the folks how tight they were.
Oh my gosh. You know, Jim hardly even had to manipulate these clubs. And I can tell you the thing about Lauden Golf is it is the kind of the epicenter of club fitting and also cutting edge technology. And these are a primary example of what Jim brings to market here, besides same size head technology and also the patented flight stabilizer. But Jim, as you know, playing golf for 40 years, playing tournament golf, I've always had the elite pro line equipment from Ping, Titleist, Miura, Mizuno, but I've never ever been as excited about these clubs.
Let me see the face of them. Flip them around. The other way around.
And they're 100% milled, so you can see the thumbprint.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think is really cool is the milling around the perimeter. As you know, most golf clubs get beat up on the perimeter, right? They're inside the golf bag. They're getting nicked and gouged along the perimeter. It was genius what they did with the milling, because they grooved this so the nicks wouldn't show up around the perimeter of the golf club.
And the point milling all ends up on the back toe.
Yeah. And the other thing that I like when you set these down, Jim, when you set that down, is I love that high toe line, because that high toe line seems to box out the alignment a little bit better than, let's say, a more lower profile club that's a little bit flatter.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I find that just setting this down, they're just going to line up beautifully.
Well, we did a survey on the square centimeters, and it's really close to same size head technology. The clubs are only different about 2% per 4 degrees.
Yeah.
All the face progressions, the offsets are all standardized like Bernhard likes them, what they call pro offset. So they're all recessed about 2.2 millimeters. So the clubs do not have more progressive offset as you go to the 4-iron.
Yeah, if I show you if I show you the pitching wedge in the
see, the 4-iron is the lower one, lower one. But look at that milling, how it's snaked right to the point.
And look at the depth of the cavity. So with the lower iron, the weight differential is made up in the depth at the base of the golf club. See how it's more shallow here with the 4-iron.
Right.
Just absolutely beautiful.
So today's our first day out, and we'll do some field testing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this. These are the most beautiful golf clubs I've ever had in 40 years of playing golf. That says a lot. Like I said, I've had the top of the line Titleist, you know, the Mizunos, everything else, but I have never ever in my life seen a set of golf clubs like this.
Oh, let's see that crushed ferrule, that graphite crushed ferrule. We didn't really.
Oh my gosh, that is super cool.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay,
here,
that's a 4-piece. Yeah,
here.
it's a 4-piece.
Wow.
4-piece. But anyhow, the other thing is that what Ken did is he had these high-end recoil shafts, and we're able to save them on a Mitchell.
Yeah.
You know, these are the recoil. We saved those on a Mitchell, so he didn't have to pay $1,400. So the charge on just putting the heads on and getting them all seated properly, swing weighted at D3, and utilizing his shaft and grip from the previous set, which was super custom from links from Europe.
Right. Right.
So that only ran him $800. So again, if you have good shafts, Lauden Golf can save those and put the expensive 360-degree CNC milled Christian clubs on.
Nice.